Welcome to Hitman Boxing. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. So, you knew this video was coming. Gervonta Tank Davis versus Vasyl Lomachenko. Who wins that fight at 130? And do we ever get a chance to see that fight? Because of all the politics and shit backstage, I don't think we're ever going to get a chance to see this fight. But you know what? It'd be a hell of a fight. At least for however long it lasts, right? Now, both of these dudes are at 130 right now. Tank's got the IBF strap. Lomachenko's got the WBO strap, the fake belt, right? So what's it going to take to get these two motherfuckers to fight, right? Now, I've seen it in the past. I've seen them ask Gervonta if he wants to fight Lomachenko. I've heard FLoyd speak on his behalf, and FLoyd said he don't want to go that route. He said he's not interested in making that fight right now. You know, he said, basically, and I'm paraphrasing here, he said that Gervonta Davis is going to build himself up and make money. That's what he's going to do. So what does that mean, FLoyd? That means that you're going to try to make sure that Lomachenko don't get a shot at Gervonta. I don't even think Lomachenko's ranked by the IBF. I could be wrong, but, you know, I doubt he's ranked, and I doubt Gervonta's ranked with the WBO because, you know, that's the top rank belt and shit. So what would it really take to get these two dudes in the ring? Money? I mean, right now, I mean, you know, neither one of these guys are really big draws, to be honest with you, right? I mean, a lot of people are about to start hopping on Lomachenko's dick as soon as Triple G get his ass beat by Canelo. I bet you that's going to happen. And, of course, you got people following Tank's career, a young up-and-coming fighter, right? A lot of people say he's like the new Mayweather, but, I don't see it. I mean, he's got some similarities to the pretty boy FLoyd, but he's not FLoyd Mayweather. Not yet. We can't say that because there's never going to be another FLoyd. There's never going to be another Muhammad Ali. There's never going to be another anybody. You know what I'm saying? So the best thing that Tank can do is be himself and be the first, so to speak, Gervonta Davis. You know what I'm saying? So he needs to follow his own path. But he's got a hell of a team behind him, right? So obviously what they're going to do is they're going to protect him. They're not going to have him fight Vasyl Lomachenko. FLoyd has said that he's not interested in making any unification bouts for this kid at 130, right? And obviously Vasyl Lomachenko's talked about moving up in weight. He's even talked about moving up to fight Mikey Garcia. I mean, some crazy motherfuckers even want him to fight Terrence Crawford. Terrence Crawford beat the fuck out of Vasyl Lomachenko at 140. Manny Pacquiao beat the fuck out of Vasyl Lomachenko at 140. All right? Now, and as far as Mikey Garcia is concerned, I think he'd get his ass beat by Vasyl Lomachenko, to be honest with you. I think he'd get stopped. Now, Lomachenko and Tank, who y'all think will win that fight right now? If they were to fight later this month on the 20th, instead of Tank fighting Liam Walsh, if he fought Lomachenko, who the fuck do you think will win that fight? You should know who wins that fight. Be real with yourself. Stop bullshitting. Look, man. Lomachenko, what the fuck is Lomachenko's record? Like 8? This motherfucker don't even got 10 fights yet, man. He's like 8-1, I think, right? I could be wrong, man. You know, I don't be keeping up with these motherfuckers like that, but we're going to look him up on BoxRec real quick while we talk some shit. But, you know, Vasyl Lomachenko looked pretty impressive in his last couple of fights. Jason Sosa, God, he beat the fuck out of Jason Sosa, man. He made Jason Sosa look like a piece of shit. And then y'all seen what he did to Nicholas Walters. I mean, he made Nicholas Walters quit. That's when I really was like, okay, so this motherfucker might be the truth. But as far as Vasyl Lomachenko being the best fighter or pound for pound #1, y'all need to just relax with that shit because he has done nothing to warrant that shit. He's got 9 fights, 9 professional fights. You could have 1,000 amateur fights, motherfucker, but you 8-1. You already took a loss. So you ain't pound for pound #1 at all. All right? Now, I seen you embarrassed the fuck out of Jason Sosa. You embarrassed Nicholas Walters. You beat the fuck out of Roman Martinez. Hey, you made Gary Russell Jr. look like a fucking fool. But Orlando Salido beat the fuck out of you. And you haven't avenged that fucking loss. And I want to see you avenge that loss before we get this Gervonta Tank Davis versus Vasyl Lomachenko fight. I want to see that shit. All right? Yeah, I know you've been trying to make the fight, but it seemed like you trying to price yourself out the fight or something. I don't know what the problem is with that shit. And you don't even got a fight lined up yet. So, I mean, he said he's looking to unify at 130, and if the motherfucking champions don't want to fight him, then he's gonna move up in weight, right? So, move up in weight. See, this is why we're not gonna see him fight Tank, because Lomachenko's gonna end up moving up in weight, man. You know. He's done, and he's done a lot of good things in boxing. He's got some good wins, but that fucking Orlando Salido shit bothers me that he hasn't avenged that loss yet. That fight was in 2014. Say what you want. I know somebody gonna come on here saying, "Oh, well, you tried to fight Orlando Salido." Well, motherfucker, you ain't tried hard enough. Get that shit made and get your win back. If you could beat him, get your motherfucking win back. You know what I'm saying? I'd love to watch the fight. I mean, the first fight was kind of grimy anyway, but you lost to a motherfucker that got like 13 fucking losses, man. But we all know that, man. He came in overweight. He was kind of hidden below the belt and shit in that fight. I mean, it is what it is. But at the end of the day, you still got a loss. So I don't see how you're pound for pound number one. I'm sorry. I can't see him as pound for pound number one. Now, don't get me wrong. Do I like Vasyl Lomachenko? That motherfucker cold as shit. The shit he was doing to Jason Sosa, the shit he did to Nicholas Walters, that shit was cold as fuck. But I need to see, and it's crazy, man. I need to see him avenge that loss against Salido, man. But we getting a little off track here. When it comes down to Gervonta Tank Davis, I mean, really, who is he beat? If you want to be honest, who the fuck is Gervonta beat aside from Jose Pedraza? He don't got a Nicholas Walters type fighter on his resume, And say what you will about Nicholas Walters in that fight against Lomachenko, man, but Nicholas Walters, if he's anything like he used to be, I mean, he's still a tough fucking opponent, man. He's still a tough fighter. Jason Sosa, I mean, I like to see Jason Sosa fight, Gervonta. But, to be honest with you, the best two dudes at 130 are Lomachenko and Gervonta Tank Davis. Like, let's be real. But we're not going to get that fight because FLoyd is going to try to protect Tank as much as he can, man. Because this motherfucker's probably, look, it's destined to happen that Tank becomes a star. If he continues to win, he's going to become a star, man. I can't say the same for Lomachenko, man. I can't say the same because we got hype jobs on HBO taking losses on a regular basis, man. Like I said, after Triple G lose, motherfuckers gonna hop on the Vasyl Lomachenko train. They're gonna try to hype his ass up, just like they hyped up Pacquiao before. And it is what it is. You gotta put your dollars behind the motherfucker you think's gonna, propel your station, your programming in the right direction. So yeah, put money into Pacquiao. That was a great idea. Pacquiao was an amazing fighter. He's a Hall of Famer. He made hella money. He fought hella bitches. But the fight that defined his career, he lost. He took a loss. Triple G finally stepping up in competition. Danny Jacobs, he fought Danny Jacobs. That fight was debatable in my opinion. That shit was debatable. I thought Danny Jacobs won the fight. I thought it was a closer fight than what they had on the scorecards. But he won the fight. I can't take that away from him. And now he's about to fight Canelo, finally, on September 16th. And after Canelo beat his ass, after Canelo stops him, then everybody's going to hop off the Triple G train, man. And they're going to board that motherfucking red-hot train of Vasyl Lomachenko, a motherfucker who don't got 10 fights, who has a loss already on his record. So, that's fine. Y'all go ahead and flock to him next, Like I said, I don't got no problem with Vasyl Lomachenko, man. I think he's nice. I think he's a good fighter. Could he go down one day as one of the all-time greats? Of course he could. Of course he could. Motherfuckers don't want to fight him. As far as I can tell, motherfuckers don't want to fight Lomachenko. Because he make you look stupid. It ain't even like he knocking motherfuckers out like that. I mean, he can knock motherfuckers out, but he be playing with motherfuckers. He was playing with Jason Sosa. He was playing with Nicholas Walters. Had motherfucking Nicholas Walters talking crazy after that fight, man. He fucking quit in his corner. I never thought I'd see Nicholas Walters fucking quit in the fight, man. I had him winning I had picked him to win the fight too. That's when I wasn't a believer in Lomachenko, man. But now I see what this motherfucker's capable of doing. Now, Lomachenko and Gervonta Tank Davis, who do you have winning that fight if we ever get to see it? You know Floyd got problems with Bob Arum. You know that's going to be a hard fight to make. But if the money's there, motherfuckers will find a way to make a fight. Make no mistake about that. But I digress. I feel like Lomachenko's going to move up before we even get a chance to see him fight Tank. I mean, Tank's going to mature. He's going to get more fights under his belt. You know, and only when he has to, he will fight tougher competition. But as of right now, he's not going to do that. You know, he's going to go over to the UK, fight Liam Walsh, get a nice little paycheck, and keep it moving, man. You know, that's what he's going to do. And really, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, he doesn't have to fight Lomachenko next. That's not a fight that has to happen next. You know what I'm saying? Like, motherfuckers think that shit got to happen next. But, you know, what's your boy Oscar De La Hoya say? Let that shit marinate. Let it marinate a little bit. We're going to let it marinate. All right? Now, drop your comments as to who you think will win the fight. Vasyl Lomachenko or Gervonta Tank Davis. I want to know what y'all got to say. Since y'all been leaving hella comments on my other video that I made like 3 months ago and shit. Let's talk about this shit right now. Tank or Mr. High Tech? Let me know who you got. And we'll have a nice boxing discussion. A nice clean boxing discussion. None of that racist bullshit, alright? Let's keep it boxing. And if you got a problem with how I conduct my channel talking shit about motherfuckers, then fuck you, because that's what the fuck I do. Hitman Boxing, I'm out.